What if I told you the modern banking industry is absolutely thrilled that you are broke? They've engineered a culture of endless credit and hyper-consumerism to keep us trapped in a stressful paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. But 90 years ago, our grandparents faced the absolute worst economic collapse in human history. They didn't have budgeting apps or bailout checks. Instead, they survived and rebuilt using simple, iron-clad money rules that we've completely forgotten. Today, we are unpacking 15 forgotten Great Depression habits that will save you thousands of dollars right now. Make sure you stick around for habit number 11, a counterintuitive trick that will completely flip how you view modern shopping. Let's talk about the ultimate anti-fast fashion rule: make do and mend. Born out of necessity during the 1930s, our grandparents didn't just throw away a shirt with a hole in it. They darned socks, patched work pants, and repurposed collars, replacing a functional item. It was an absolute last resort. Modern financial planners agree that our modern disposable culture is quietly destroying our wealth. The math shows that constantly repurchasing cheap, low-quality goods, from fast fashion to flimsy household items, drains thousands from your annual budget over time. Stop this leak today. Before you click Add to Cart to replace something, ask if it can be fixed. Learn basic sewing to replace a button. Glue a broken chair, or take your boots to a cobbler. You aren't just saving cash. You are protecting your wealth by rejecting the modern trap of the planned obsolescence. During the Great Depression and the war years that followed, growing your own food wasn't a cute weekend hobby. It was a literal survival strategy. Families transformed tiny urban dirt patches into victory gardens to keep their children fed when grocery shelves were bare and pennies were scarce. Today, with grocery inflation constantly draining our wallets, recent economic data confirms that hyperlocal food production is a massive money saver. The math is simple. A $3 packet of seeds can yield hundreds of dollars in organic produce over a single summer. You don't need a massive farm to start building this resilience. Plant a few tomato vines in a bucket on your balcony. Start a window herb garden to stop buying those overpriced plastic clamshells, or join a community garden. You are literally printing your own food and keeping your cash right where it belongs. Back in the 1930s, serving a massive steak for dinner was an unthinkable luxury. Instead, our grandparents became masters of the meat-stretching technique. They used cheap, nutrient-dense fillers like oats, beans, and potatoes to make a single, inexpensive cut of meat feed a family for an entire week through thick stews and casseroles. It was a badge of resourceful survival. Recent economic data confirms meat is consistently one of the most expensive items in a modern grocery budget. Financial experts agree you don't have to go fully vegan to save cash. You just need to change the meat-to-plant ratio on your plate. Stop treating a giant slab of beef as the main event. Chop up a smaller portion and bulk out your tacos with black beans or your chili with lentils. This single historical pivot shaves hundreds off your monthly bills. Let's look at the no-waste kitchen. During the Great Depression, throwing anything away was practically a cardinal sin. Housewives operated with extreme repurposing, where bacon grease was saved for cooking or soap. Glass jars were meticulously washed, and flour sacks were famously turned into clothing and dish towels. Every single item had a second or third life. Today, the math of compound interest shows that constantly buying single-use items, like plastic wrap, paper towels, and expensive plastic storage containers, quietly bleeds hundreds of dollars from your budget every single year. Audit your kitchen waste today to stop this financial leak. Wash and save those glass pasta sauce jars for storing your leftovers. Cut up old, unwearable t-shirts to use as cleaning rags instead of blowing money on paper towels. Save your vegetable scraps in the freezer to make free soup broth. The Great Depression generation had a visceral phobia of debt. After watching millions lose everything because they owed the bank, our grandparents treated credit like a literal trap. If they couldn't pay in cash, they didn't buy it. Debt was a dangerous chain, not a modern convenience. Modern financial planners agree that the normalization of credit cards is the main reason families stay broke. The math of compound interest shows that swiping plastic removes the psychological pain of paying, tricking you into spending up to 20% more every single month. Rebel against the modern banking system by adopting a strict cash envelope diet. Pull out physical bills for your groceries and gas each week. When the envelope is empty, you stop. Spending. It is the ultimate financial defense mechanism to protect your wealth and starve the credit industry. When cold, hard cash completely dried up during the Great Depression, communities survived by reviving the ancient art of the barter economy. They didn't swipe a card to get their roof patched. They traded a bushel of apples, home-cooked meals, or a day of labor. It was a beautiful display of resilience where your skills became the ultimate currency. Recent economic data confirms that relying solely on cash transactions for every service drains thousands from your yearly budget. Modern financial planners agree that building a localized trade network is a brilliant way to insulate yourself from crushing inflation. Stop paying premium retail prices for everyday help. Talk to your neighbors and start swapping your skills. Offer to babysit in exchange for lawn care, or trade your accounting knowledge for car repairs. It protects your wealth and builds a resilient community. Under one roof to ensure the heating bill, under one roof to ensure the heating bill was paid and everyone ate. It was a brilliant, resilient shield against poverty. Real quick, if you're tired of the modern debt trap and want to build real, resilient wealth, hit that subscribe button right now. Recent economic data confirms the modern push for hyper-individualism, where everyone needs their own expensive apartment and duplicate appliances, is financially devastating. Modern financial planners agree housing is your biggest wealth killer. Protect your wealth by normalizing shared living again. Whether it's moving back with parents to aggressively pay down loans, house hacking a duplex, or simply splitting bulk grocery runs with neighbors, pooling resources is a massive cheat code to save thousands. Let's talk about mastering the deep pantry. During the Great Depression, our grandparents didn't rely on fragile modern grocery supply chains. They built a strategic stockpile, buying bulk staples like flour, rice, and beans when prices dropped, and canning seasonal produce. A deep pantry was their insurance policy against sudden poverty. Modern financial planners agree that building a working pantry offers one of the highest returns on investment today. Recent economic data confirms that buying in bulk during sales completely shields you from the devastating effects of grocery inflation and modern shrinkflation. You don't need a massive underground bunker to start. Begin by grabbing 2 extra cans of beans or an extra bag of rice every time you shop. Rotate what you eat, and strictly buy what your family actually consumes. You are locking in today's prices to protect your wealth tomorrow. During the Great Depression, calling a professional handyman or mechanic was an absolute last resort. If something broke, our grandparents fixed it, themselves. They built sweat equity, learning to patch roofs, repair engines, and mend fences out of pure necessity, taking immense pride in their unbreakable self-reliance. Modern financial planners agree that outsourcing every single minor repair is a massive drain on your wealth. Recent economic data confirms that labor costs for basic trades and mechanics have skyrocketed, meaning a simple $50 parts fix often turns into a devastating $500 invoice. Reclaim your sweat equity today. Before you hire someone to fix a leaky sink, change your car's oil, or patch a hole in the drywall, look up a free video tutorial online. Investing a weekend into learning basic maintenance will save you thousands of dollars a year and build serious confidence. During the Great Depression, going out to the theater or buying the latest toys was simply out of the question. Families survived the crushing boredom of hard times by mastering zero-cost entertainment. They gathered around the radio, played worn-out decks of cards, and shared stories on the front porch. Their joy was completely decoupled from spending money. Modern financial planners agree that the modern subscription economy is bleeding the middle class dry. Recent economic data confirms that stacking streaming services, constant in-app purchases, and expensive weekend outings quietly drains thousands from your yearly budget without you even noticing. Reclaim your attention and protect your wealth by canceling the noise. Host a potluck board game night instead of dropping $100 at a restaurant. Go for a hike, utilize the free local library, or just sit outside. Stop paying massive corporations to entertain you. Let's look at the ultimate dopamine detox, the Depression-era mantra: use it up, wear it out, make it do or do without. Our grandparents actively fought the urge to upgrade. They found immense pride in driving a vehicle into the dirt or wearing a coat until the seams burst. It wasn't deprivation. It was a badge of unbreakable resilience. Modern financial planners agree the constant cycle of upgrading technology in cars is a massive wealth destroyer. Recent economic data confirms this endless dopamine loop of hyper-consumerism keeps the middle class perfectly broke, trading real security for short-term retail thrills. Detox your brain from the modern upgrade cycle today. Use your current smartphone until it literally stops functioning. Drive your paid-off car until the wheels fall off. By extracting every ounce of utility from what you already own, you build an impenetrable wall around your wealth. Let's talk about the stigma of used goods. It is a completely modern, fabricated invention. During the Great Depression, hand-me-downs weren't a source of shame. They were a badge of survival. Families proudly passed down coats, shoes, and tools through siblings and neighbors. Wearing out a durable item across a community proved you were resilient, not poor. Modern financial planners agree the obsession with buying everything brand new is a massive wealth destroyer. Recent economic data confirms the markup on new clothing, furniture, and baby gear keeps the middle class trapped in perpetual payments. Protect your wealth today by making the secondary market your primary shopping destination. Embrace thrift stores, estate sales, and neighborhood buy-nothing groups. Before stepping foot in a retail store, check online marketplaces for gently used, high-quality items. It's the smartest lifestyle choice to keep your hard-earned cash. Let's talk about militant utility conservation. During the 1930s, electricity, water, and heating fuel were precious commodities, not infinite resources. Our grandparents practiced a disciplined defense of their hard-earned pennies. They didn't leave lights blazing in empty rooms or blast the furnace. They gathered around a single stove, wore heavy wool sweaters indoors, and reused bathwater. It was an admirable display of resourcefulness. Recent economic data confirms that skyrocketing energy costs are quietly devouring the modern middle-class budget. Modern financial planners agree that ignoring phantom electricity drains and treating your thermostat like a toy is a massive wealth leak. Stop throwing your cash at utility monopolies. Audit your home today. Unplug appliances when not in use, drop your thermostat a few degrees in the winter, and just put on a hoodie. Shaving a fraction off your monthly energy bill actively protects your wealth. During the Great Depression, relying on a single employer was a massive risk. Our grandparents invented the original side hustle out of pure necessity. They took on odd jobs, baked bread for neighbors, mended clothes, and sold whatever they could produce. It was a resilient blueprint for surviving when the main job market completely collapsed, proving their incredible adaptability. Recent economic data confirms that relying entirely on one salary in today's volatile market is incredibly dangerous. Modern financial planners agree that building multiple streams of income is the ultimate defense against sudden layoffs and crushing inflation. You don't need a complicated tech startup to protect your wealth today. Start small and hyper-local. Walk dogs in your neighborhood, flip thrift store finds online, or monetize a skill you already have, like weekend tutoring or basic landscaping. Diversifying your income builds an unshakable financial fortress. Let's talk about the ultimate wealth builder, delayed gratification. During the Great Depression, saving up for something before buying it was the only option. If our grandparents wanted a new radio or sturdy boots, they dropped pennies into a jar for months. This profound discipline meant the wait made the reward infinitely sweeter, and they never owed the bank a dime. Modern financial planners agree that the explosion of buy now, pay later apps and one-click purchasing is completely devastating to the middle class. Recent economic data confirms that instantly gratifying every single want with borrowed money traps you in a suffocating cycle of endless payments. Protect your wealth today by implementing a strict 72-hour rule. If you see a non-essential item, force yourself to wait 3 full days. You will find the impulse usually vanishes entirely, keeping your cash exactly where it belongs. The modern financial system is designed to keep you trapped, constantly spending and borrowing. But by looking back at the unshakable resilience of the Great Depression generation, you now hold the blueprint to escape. These 15 forgotten habits, from militant utility conservation to embracing delayed gratification and the barter economy, aren't about living in deprivation. They are about reclaiming your independence. They form an impenetrable shield against modern inflation, shrinkflation, and economic uncertainty. When you stop playing the bank's game of Endless consumerism. You keep your cash exactly where it belongs, building real, resilient wealth for your family. Now, it is time to take action and pick your team. Drop a comment down below right now. Are you joining Team Make Do and Mend to tackle fast fashion? Or Team Victory Garden to fight grocery inflation? Vote for which historical method you will try first this week.